Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope everybody is really doing well. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. And first of all, thank you so much for your lovely wishes for my birthday. And I turned 33. It was a very good year last year. Made a good amount of money. Not the whole 365 days I have made money, because you don't need 365 days or 12 months to make money. You just simply need to you just need 2 to 3 months, good months, and you can make a really good amount of money. So the location update, currently I'm in India for like next few days, maybe next few months, I'm not sure. But the idea is to the 2026, we want to make the best out of it. So far we have done amazing with silver. I booked full profits at 103.5. I mean, of course I did not got 103.5. I got a $5 premium when I sold the physical, not the leverage. In UAE, the premium is so damn high. It's selling for around 165, $170, and but you just need to get a right client or customer to buy. If you go directly to the jewelers, they won't give you the probably they will just probably give you the discount. So you just have to go to the right place. Second, holding my gold physical that we bought around 3,125, but I've closed my long future positions on OctaFX as well as on XNES, and both do not charge any swap fees, because I have registered myself from UAE. On both, my KYC is verified from UAE, and they don't charge swap fees or anything. I mean, for the Gulf countries, basically, that's what you know the upside of staying in UAE. Well, so moving on to our analysis, January is honestly not good for the whole crypto markets. I mean, I've been very vocal about it. I'm still aiming for my peak of accumulations to play out. This chart, first of all, we're just gonna try from analyzing from a silver perspective. Uh, let's see what we have for silver. I mean, let's just probably move on to the silver, guys. So we're just going to see the logarithmic scale, and if you just look at from the silver perspective, we have hit two important levels for silver. The first one is the channel resistance that we have around $122, and also it's a 161 at Fibonacci levels, which is a logarithmic scale fibs. So honestly speaking, this doesn't mean that we are going to top, and this is like the top for the lifetime for silver. I really don't think so. Clearly what I feel is this is going to be the wave 3 top, because this pump that we have seen with the volume, yes, this is clearly your wave 3. Looking to the RSI, we are clearly having a bearish divergence on a weekly that has already formed. And even if we are looking from a monthly perspective, the monthly is way over exhausted. And the most important part, that on the monthly, that we are seeing a very big solid bear divergence from 1980 till 2025. It's a very big bear divergence. Price makes higher highs, whereas the RSI don't. So honestly speaking, this monthly needs a little bit more time to play out. The monthly can play this way. I mean, you really can't expect that silver is going to top out at 120, 121. So this is how it's going to play out. I mean, we're going to see a dump, some reset, then RSI pumps up again, and then something like this, and then we do something like this, and then the final big dump start happening, and the bear market kicks in for the silver. And that's where I do think that this year is where the metals are going to do really well. And this year is the year probably metals will perform well, and metals will take away all your profits. They're just gonna crash simply. So that's what I personally have my analysis on, and that's what I think. So you're gonna make money this year on metals, but if you don't take profits timely, you're gonna lose all them profits. You can just probably write it down somewhere, but this is what majority of the people are gonna do. And we have made a good amount of money on silver. So now what we can expect on a silver is on the lower time frame. If you just look at here, we have reached look at the daily time frame, we have reached 161, and I clearly can see the 5 waves formation here with a very big sell-off we have seen yesterday and day before yesterday. So it's a very good I would say doji, and there was also some sort of a very good gravestone, but the gravestone didn't play it out quite well. So I'm not sure if this is this the stop, but your resistance levels are 117.3. So on the lower term time frame, what you can expect, maybe one more push. I'm not sure, 125, 128, maybe 130, but that's it. It's like BTC. Just talking about the BTC, that the way we have played and the way we have seen on the weekly time frame for BTC. So this is how things have played. This was your previous all-time highs. Understand, silver is around these levels. Okay, just look at the silver is around these levels. I mean, if you draw this here from the previous all-time highs, you will see a 161 at somewhere around these levels. So just draw the 1618, and yeah, you see 1618 was $102,000, and then we went slightly beyond 1618. A bit more accumulation happens, and then what happened? We started dumping down, giving us a 30% move. So this is what you can expect from a silver as well. A very solid move you can expect from silver as well. Something like this on very similar lines. But understand, guys, this is your wave 3 bull run. So you just simply can't ignore the fact that how the wave 3 is going to play out. Now, if you just look at from the lower term time frame perspective, like not lower term time frame from 15 minutes or 1 hour perspective, I'm talking more from my screen is backed. Okay, all good, perfect. Can you see the charts? No charts. Are you able to see the screen now? One second. The display is okay. Now it should show the display. I think I did a mistake. I just forgot to select the display. So now I think it should be good. It should be good. So basically, whatever I've spoken about for the last few minutes, like 5-10 minutes, basically this is the chart we are talking about, ladies and gentlemen. The channel that I was talking about, this is the channel, and that we are perfectly following this channel, on BTC. Now this channel is really good, and we also have a resistance. So just try to connect the dots as to what I've spoken like few minutes back. With this chart, you have seen this channel, we have the resistance 1618. Similarly, looking for BTC chart, BTC also from the previous all-time highs of 68,015k. If you just probably drop it down, we went to 1618, and then slightly above 161 it started rejecting, and we did a massive 30% move on the downside. But later on we keep on climbing up, and similarly the RSI was also, we topped out here. The RSI was way bullish. Maybe you can even consider this RSI as well, like RSI way oversold, way overbought, and then we started dumping, a slight retest, further pump, retest, further pump. So a very similar thing probably you can have a look for silver. Now talking about from the lower term time frame, ladies and gentlemen, for the silver, because we already hit 1618, I really don't see any reversal candle so far, but still the RSI is way bad divergence. We have on the daily, we have bad divergence on the weekly, we have bad divergence on the monthly as well. Look at the bad divergence on the weekly time frame for silver. You have a clean bad divergence on the weekly, you have a very clean bad divergence on the monthly as well, from 1980 levels till now. So 1980 RSI went 97.7. right now we are at 94.8. so basically, yes, we do have a very good bad divergence on the daily, weekly, and monthly. So basically that was my logic to get out at 104. Now again, I'm just going to repeat one more important thing. I'm just going to repeat that, ladies and gentlemen, 2026 is the year probably you're going to make good amount of money in metals. But if you don't get out on the perfect time from the metals, probably you're just going to be like a bag holders, or you won't make good amount of money. You won't be able to rotate your capital and make the most of it. We already made 4 to 5x on silver, and we are having good position on gold, physical. Okay, I've already closed my future or leverage positions on XNES as well as OctaFX. I didn't have anything on Bybit, but this is what I did. Bybit, I had a silver position which I already closed at 103. But I built that position later on. I built around 44, 45, if you remember, in October when it dumped. So right now, I honestly think, ladies and gentlemen, that even if silver goes to 125, you should not be worried about it. If you book profits with me with 103, I am expecting silver to do something like this in the next few days, because February is where probably we just going to see the Chinese New Year, and this time the Chinese New Year is going to be not the dragon, but it's like a fire horse year, and fire horse year is not a good, it's really not a good year. It is a very dark year, and normally this year normally gives a lot and lot of dumps, and it just probably wrecked the market. Honestly speaking, it simply wrecked the market. Trust me. So if you really want to see what we do in the fire horse year, we had a fire horse year in 2014, if I'm not mistaken, and we also had it in 2002 and 1990. So we will start seeing from 1990 what happened with the silver. So just look at this, what happened in 1990. We don't have anything for 1990. We have not much of a chart, but yeah, you see, 1990, this was the fire horse year, and then the price starts dumping. Like for the next 1 year we dumped almost. Then we have the fire horse year in 2002 again. So when the silver pumped in 2001, from almost 4.15 to 4.76, then again dumped in 2001, 2002. Fire horse year begins at 4.8, and we dumped from 4.8 to 4.24, and that's how we accumulate. The accumulation happens. Let's go to 2014 and see what happened with the silver. This was 11, then we had 14. This was a fire horse year again in February. So this is what happened. We started dumping from $22 to literally went 13.6, like 50% dump in February. It happened like a fire horse year. Again, we now having a fire horse year in 2025. So something we have to be very, very careful, honestly speaking, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't expect probably silver to give us a 50% dump, because if it does 50% dump, then this invalidates the whole theory of Elliott wave. It invalidates the whole wave count, and I don't know then what would it be. But what I feel from an RSI perspective and the market perspective, market is damn way overbought, and people are just going crazy. I know few clients of mine personally in UAE. I can't name it, but like few days back, he bought silver, like $2 million for silver. He bought in one lot, like in one go. And of course, he is in profit at the moment. But I have already asked him to, book profits, but he's like, no, he can hold it till $70, $75, so he don't mind. His average is around 93.5 when he bought. Right now, he's in profit, but I am asking him to just book profits at 120, 125, but he's not ready to sell. I don't know what's going to happen with him, but personally, my plan is this. I expect the silver to go and retest these levels of 94 or $91, and just likely going to front run this $70, because it's a very obvious levels at the moment. So I think in the February fire horse year, I think silver is going to most likely dump 30%, maybe 24, 25%, 86 to anywhere between 86 to 90, and the best would be $75 to $70. If you're lucky, we can get it. But let's go with the primary plan of $86 to $90, and we do something like this again. This is how I feel the silver is gonna do, and this is gonna be a wave 4, and then we start pumping up for again breaking out of this bigger channel, and we just move on towards a 1886. This is going to be your bigger wave, wave 3. Your wave 3 is more likely going to end somewhere around 1886 or $180, if you remember my primary target for silver. So either we go to $180 from 86.90, and if you're lucky, the fire horse here is very very bearish. We can probably even see silver wrecking everyone and just retesting this bigger channel that we have, the inner channel, you know. This is wave 1, this is wave 2, and we're just likely going to retest the inner channel, you know. So that inner channel, it can be the good thing for us. Probably if we are lucky, we can just probably see that inner channel backtesting. So this is where I think this is 70 to $74 is where probably would be the best levels for silver if we can literally get it. I'm just going to rebuy. I will just do everything in my, you know, in my hand that I can, because by end of the year you will see from $74 silver going above, like giving another 80 to 90% gains. So this way, you know, even if we go for the 2x leverage, we can make like 2x money on silver on my capital, and we get more amount of money to buy BTC later on, because this year is going to be the wrecked year for crypto markets. I'll just come back to the crypto once silver is done. So this is my primary target of $70 to $73, but in case if you are front running, we can even look for 86 to 90. These are the Fibonacci levels that I'm aiming for. At least at the moment, it's not my buy zone, of course. Anywhere from 121 to 125 is the sell zone for silver. So of course it's not my buy zone. So my primary plan is this for silver. Gold, guys, gold has already hit my Fibonacci levels of 7618, 5126. It's above, and it rejected harshly from 5600. I already closed my positions, like future positions on gold, and I have my 565, the bigger 565. I have around you know, I the bigger 565, I have around $6,000 from here, but the bigger 7618. So if you remember, I drew 7618 from here till here. So we already reached the minimum target, after which we need to go for a longer period of sideways accumulation. So if, you know, gold can do something like this, a sideways accumulation, something like this happens for gold, the way we have seen something like this, like a range holding 4,300 and resisting 5,500, I think we will start building another long, because after which we can see $7,500 by end of this year. So this is how we are going to finish the metal bull run by end of this year 2026, and we just need to sell upright, because this is the bigger 5 waves, guys, which is something you should be avoiding, or you should just not be a back holder. That's what I want to say. So honestly speaking, guys, I'm aiming for gold to retest 4,300 to 4,400, maybe even 4,200 at some point. But this would be amazing. My target is 7,500 for 7618, and might even probably look for $8,000 by end of this year. We can just aim for those upper targets for gold. Okay, these were the charts for silver and gold. Now let's move on to the crypto markets. Now guys, if you remember from the last stream that I had day before yesterday, I mentioned that we are forming this harmonic, but I was not sure if this is going to play out. Yes, we did pump till 90,245. This was my short zone. If we would have given 94k, we would have shorted, but this was the plan. I mean, I'm just expecting to move it to downside, and now that we are going down, guys, what we should be aiming for, what we should be expecting from the market. Now honestly speaking, my week of accumulation is still stands, and the week off is, this is the week off that I have. Where is the week off? Sorry, this is the Coinbase chart. We need to go to the Bybit chart. Okay, so I have my week off over here, and all the charts that probably we can have or we can see. So this was the week off, guys. This is perfectly played out. If you look at here, slightly went be above 95.6, but that's okay. That's completely fine. I'm expecting my week off for week off scenario for BTC, and I think this is definitely gonna play out. Okay, this is ST, and I don't know where the other boxes are. I'm unable to see. I think they are hidden somewhere. Yeah, so this was the plan for the week off, and I do believe that probably But the problem over here is the fire horse year is coming. So we have never done really good with the fire horse here. So if you just look at BTC from historical perspective, let's go to the Coinbase chart. And if you just look at here on BTC perspective, what happened in 2014 is something you need to understand and you need to see. So what we did in 2014, we had a massive bull run, and over here, just look at this, 2014. So 2014, we had a bull run, December 13, and then the fire horse year kicks in over here, like Jan 14, and the fire horse year kicks in over here, like 815. We were at $815, and from there we just had a 50% to 60% dump in the fire horse year. This is something very scary, honestly, to me, but it's also a very important thing. You need to understand where you want to put your money. So if you just probably look from the logarithmic scale perspective on BTC, honestly speaking, guys, I personally believe that BTC is I personally think that BTC is gonna do really well. So just understand something like this. Okay, this is like a small channel that I'm talking about, but just forget about the week of accumulation that I'm expecting it to play out. So not a week off, but a Livermore theory. I've already discussed this Livermore theory previously. If you look at the monthly chart, yes, we had a massive Livermore theory, Jesse Livermore. I mean, this is very bullish, honestly speaking. I'll come to that Livermore as well, but just look at this from range perspective. Let's say we can even put this range over here. Hold on, I'm just gonna draw the channel from 2017. Yeah, perfect. So this is the channel we are following, and what we can expect from BTC. I already mentioned everything. So I have my plan. 786 Fibonacci level is what I'm expecting BTC to give me. So 786 is somewhere around, I think it is somewhere around 39,000 to 35k. Where is 786? Yeah, this is logarithmic scale. Okay, forget about the log. Yeah, 39,000 to 35k, maybe 39,000. Okay, this is logarithmic scale. So I'm expecting it to do around 39 to 40k, and like this. See, if the fire horse here, we are bearish, of course. We can probably at some point see a retest of 100k. It will happen, but that might happen after taking 69k. Then we go for a push-up. Because there are two things that's going to coincide in 2026. First, on first week of March, we are having a blood moon. Okay, and then again we have a fire horse here beginning. So we have blood moon, we have fire horse here. If you remember, last year as well we had two blood moon. This year we have another two blood moon. So last year I mentioned, I was very clear, and we dumped bad in February, like 4th February. I particularly remember that date. It was the biggest liquidation of 2025. And then October was one of the biggest liquidation of 2025, like top notch. So I do think that they are going to do a similar sort of thing by straight away dumping BTC to 69k, 60k. They won't just probably gonna hold at 70k in my view. I mean, if I am the market maker, I'm just gonna do simply dump it all and wrecked everyone and then buy everything. So I have set some limit orders, like degen limit orders around 50k, maybe even 48k, in case if you are going down like 50% from here, 50 to 60%. So 50% is around 44k, and 58% is around $33,000. So I believe that BTC is likely going to bottom anywhere between 39,000 to 35k at the exact levels. Probably if we are lucky, we can probably even retest 33,000, but that's all. And if you look at the previous historical data, BTC did last year. BTC did went to 0.5 and golden pocket zone. Anywhere in between, we just probably 0.5 we bottomed. So if this year we have the very similar thing, maybe 44,000 can be front running, but I do see 50%, 50 to 60% move on the downside, meaning that we are likely going to probably test this whole channel around 41,000 to 35k. So my buy for BTC, I'm just gonna be heavy going buying after I sell my silver around in August. I'm gonna buy all my BTC, and you know, we're just gonna make good amount of money. So this is the HDF. Let's go to the Bybit chart. So guys, Bybit, one second. Yeah, the chart is good. So Bybit, this is my Bybit chart, guys, and I'm just gonna put it normally, no logarithmic scale. So just gonna hide up the week off, and we have EMA daily, fine, we rejected it. Then there is a bull fib. Shark is something we are already playing out. The shark target is around 69k, so it's already on the way. Okay, so guys, now a very important thing, I mean, we are right now in the silver and gold bull run, so we just need to rotate our funds over there. We just need to make good money over there, and probably need to, you know, position ourselves with good money so that we can buy BTC at our targeted price. Okay, so guys, what is next for the BTC? I mean, can anyone guess? If anybody remembered, last year I gave my plan for BTC. Anybody can remember? What's our target for BTC? Anyone? Anybody remember our target? Well, I don't know how many of you remember, but anyways, I'll be the one to tell you. Oh, no problem. So guys, I'm gonna talk from the monthly perspective. Forget about the daily, and everything else is shit. So I'm just gonna talk from the monthly perspective. I'm also going to undo the logarithmic scale chart, which I personally don't believe it. Well, this is the Livermore theory that many people were asking me. Okay, so this is step 1, 2, 3, 4. We already have 5. Now we should be going to 3940k to finish the step 6. And after that, we can have a massive upside and a breakout, like the bull run that we are seeing for silver. Honestly speaking, like, you know, printing 1x to 2x in like few months. That's what we need to have a look for BTC right now. So what would be our target for BTC, ladies and gentlemen? Well, my target for BTC is what gold and silver did, 7618 Fibonacci levels. This is what I will be aiming for BTC. So where is our 7618? Well, the 7618 Fibonacci levels for BTC, in my view, is would be around, we can even give 565. It's the upper Fibonacci levels. We're just going to put this 7618, the bullish fib, and I'm just going to make it green. Also going to keep 5655, and that's going to be the red line, of course. So my 7618 and 565 Fibonacci levels, this is going to be your bullish target for BTC. So after we go here, I expect something like this, and this is how I think it will go. Not like this, no. It will just simply give you a massive push up like this. Every month you can expect 30-40% move on BTC. Every damn month you will see, after we bottom around 39k, 38k, every damn month you're gonna see pump. So once we buy here, you just forget about it, BTC. You don't have to sell it, you don't have to look it for next 1 to 2 year. Your target is 530,000, and maybe it can even pump it up. A lot of people are likely going to sell here, and we will see a dump, of course, towards 350k, but then it's just going to do something like this. Something like this is it will do. Probably we can even try to test $1 million, but trust me guys, you really don't want to miss this pump. This is the bull run. This is going to be your ultimate bull run, and if I have to give you the perfect levels to buy, this is how your trade would be. So the spot would be, you buy BTC around 40, you start accumulating BTC around 40k to 35k, we bring good average, and the plan is going to be this. Our take profit targets would be minimum 565 Fibonacci levels, or maybe even slightly above that levels. That would be our first take profits, which is 12.5x, and the best would be around $700,000, which is going to be an ultimate target for BTC. And after which we are going to see multiple years of bear market accumulation, blah blah blah. But this is going to be your year where you need to focus on retiring, because just imagine if BTC at $100,000 was around $2 trillion. So basically we are going to, sorry, not $2 trillion, it was somewhere around how much? But let's say BTC is definitely going to surpass silver. Maybe it can even do one by two. I mean, half the market cap of the gold. So 10 to 15 trillion dollar is what something I'm aiming for the BTC. I mean, 500,000 is the bare minimum, and this is like a FOMO. In case if retail and everything starts FOMOing at 500,000 to 700,000, this is how we will pump from 500,000 to 700,000. This is the FOMO. This is where the FOMO is gonna kick in. This is where the take profits are gonna kick in. So this is the primary targets for BTC. So it's a very big trade, guys, and you should not be. You just need to have a bigger picture. This is going to be your. I would say you can probably retire. You can probably do. If you have missed everything, the pump last year, this is where you can retire. If you remember, we have bought BTC around 16,800. I sold around $71,000. Then I did not bought, but just played some good scouts across the pump. But that's all. I'm really happy. But now I know I will not be selling a single bag, even if it goes to 140k, 180k, 200k, because I know that BTC is definitely going to target $530,000. 500,000 is going to be the bare minimum target for BTC, guys. Something you should not be missing it. USDT dominance. USDT dominance. The plan has already been playing out and in motion. I was expecting a 5.9% retest, but I also mentioned that if it flips, we can even say 6.4%. We can simply run like this, and that's exactly what it's planning to do. So right now at this moment we are breaking out, and we are flipping 6.4%, which is a very big levels. So from here I'm expecting USD dominance to run back to 7.3%. And those who really feel that USD dominance is useless shot, probably you have to ask yourself on how these levels are how these levels are maintained, how it holds up these levels, and perfectly you can plan your trades accordingly. Ethereum, guys, looking to the ETH, I'm not marked any 2026 levels because I think 2025 levels are very crucial. This harmonic is playing out very nicely. I'm expecting ETH to go towards 2024 POC, and we also have this whole wick over here. This week we need to fill it. So basically 2024 value area low would be amazing. 2100 to 2144 levels is going to be amazing for ETH, and I expect probably ETH to do a bigger harmonic like this. This is going to be a bigger and better harmonic, like 382 Fibonacci levels. We go to 1414 or 1418, and from there we can have a push up. Because remember, even though we are in the bear market, we are in the fire horse here. Every bear market have a pump, every bear market has a bear rally. We need to fuck bears as well at some point of time, because just can't keep on printing the money. So there's going to be a push up. This cipher is really good, but nothing is guaranteed, because the wavecon suggests that the move that we are seeing at the moment can be a very brilliant zigzag and not some sort of a bearish 5. Means that this is W, this is X, and now we are in some sort of a Y. This was X, and now we are going for zigzag Z. So after this WXYXZ, we go for another A, B, C, like irregular expanded flat, and then we continue on zigzag A, B, C. So something like this is on the lines we can expect from Ethereum. And now looking to the altcoins, guys, I honestly speaking, if you are in an altcoins, if you remember 200 billion is the levels, probably I would like to go back in an altcoin. Yeah, that is my levels, but I am not confident because looking at the fire horse shares is coming. So I'm not very confident on those levels. But what I'm confident on is, let's say on the lower term time frame, let's forget about this whole fibs and everything else. I'm just gonna delete it for now, because everything will stay over here on the YouTube. You can check whenever you want this video. Let's say, because the fire horse here is gonna begin in like from the mid of February, what if this whole thing is some sort of A B C A, then some sort of a, you know, A B C A, and like right now we're doing 5 waves. We just sweep it down like this, week of accumulation, and then we go for another you know, 5 waves up here, irregular expanded flat, like a bigger accumulation that we have seen historically in the past. I mean, we have seen a very similar sort of thing in the past, something like this in these lines, you know, in these lines. Of course we did not sweep this low over here, but maybe something like this probably we can expect on BTC, with the firehorse here coming in. So let's say if we can probably go for irregular expanded flat, if we are lucky, then others crypto market cap should be just going here towards 190 and 176 billion dollars, and this red support 155 billion is going to be our support, and we can see some good altcoin move towards 280 billion, and from there we can again go back down to 112 billion dollars. Now this double top is a possibility, and this is something I really need to have it, because this is where probably we can make some good money, but we need some solid confirmation. At this moment I really don't have any confirmation. Something I just would like to see this, you know, if this plays out, the week of accumulation plays out, amazing. Just need to give a little bit more sideways accumulation and everything, and then probably we can make good amount of money, guys. So this is our plan for the overall market. Let's stay tuned. I'm not gonna go and give you analysis on all the altcoins. That we will do probably in the evening, when we are going to do scalp stream. Daily I'll be doing scalp stream, guys, so be available on the Discord. It will be happening on the Discord only. And also Bybit has I'm announcing a competition on Bybit. I'll be giving good money, prize money to the participants coming on top 3, top 5. So I'm just gonna share link, and you can probably register for the competition, guys. If you don't have Bybit account, you can just probably create. The link is there in the description of this YouTube, as well as on Discord. You can find the link as well. So that's all from my end. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care, guys.